So, last session, working their way through the old Temple of the God Incendium, having fought their way through a couple mimics, a salamander that was immune to fire damage, and chasing down and capturing a couple of fire-like fairies in a maze in the temple. They were awarded the Staff of Incendium,
Excuse me.
a magical artifact of the god himself that his daughter Pyronix was looking for. Upon leaving the temple area, they were encountered by the tiefling that had been taken residence there to watch the jerky being made there who had been possessed by the god himself. After exchanging a few words, he freed himself, gave the body back to the tiefling, who let them out of the temple back into the desert. This is where we will join them.
Is it daytime or nighttime? I forget. I know we were in there for a while.
I never told you, actually. Right now,
Okay.
it is clearly the middle of the night, so it's a little cold
Okay.
out.
Just
I
as
think
a reminder, that
Sadly-
meat locker is mine.
Easier to bundle up against the cold than avoid sunburn
I
during the
believe our
day.
last note was that it seems a lot more time has passed outside than inside, as far as we can tell. It's literally the last point of my notes before ending session.
Everyone give me a perception check.
Oh, I love perception checks. Especially when I go ahead and... Actually, let's not say that. Let's not jinx myself.
Don't get too ahead of yourself here.
21.
Modified 20.
Oh boy, I love it when I fail perception checks.
7.
There we go.
Yeah,
Such
Victor and
fascinating.
Mountain Blood. Yeah, this is a desert. This is the same desert you were in before. But
It was about the same.
Lyric and Darius, you both noticed that tent you stayed in when you were waiting for the temple to open up. It's kind of fallen down again. And covered in sand again.
God, how long were we in there?
Am I reckoning? About 15, 20 minutes? It's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
You did take a short rest in there for an hour.
Okay,
Yeah.
so an hour and 15 minutes.
Wow.
So, what do you wish to do?
Well, it's the middle of the night, so we got what we need here. So
Should
my
we
vote's go back.
Should we
My
head
vote-
back?
Yeah, my vote's to
Sorry.
go back to town and
Yeah,
basically figure out what to go from there.
let's not wander and get lost in the desert.
Okay, everyone want to give me a survival check and trying to figure out the way back to town?
Oh, we have a map.
But do we have a
Let's-
compass?
Who would have the best survival? Maybe.
Let me see.
14,
Survival
yeah.
is wisdom. I mean, I've got intellect is my highest. But, yeah, that
I'm
would beat me.
gonna pop a bardic inspiration on Mountain Blood for their survival check.
Nice of you. So we're gonna go survival.
So
11.
add a D8 to that.
D8. 1.
Wah, wah.
Wah.
That's a 12. Huge.
All right, I will roll to see just in case I can beat that.
Wow.
Anyone else want to throw their roll into the ring?
I had a 14.
Wave us, Enderis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our only hope.
And Darren's clearly pay attention in the Elven Boy Scouts.
Well, you seem to recall the path you took up here, so I was going to say I forgot to say everyone gets this with advantage. So,
Oh, okay.
that is my
13,
fault.
then.
So, with that natural 22, Victor remembers the specific kind of mountain pass you kind of had to wait for the light to shine on to reveal the temple. Kind of have to go kind of west of here, along this path along these dunes.
Vader just pulls out the map, just starts retracing. Yep, and there's the map.
So as you're going along, everyone give me another perception check.
I'm better than the last time. Come on.
There's another shit I need to pop out.
21.
You can
13.
re-roll that, Wimpy. You did a survival there.
Oh,
Much better. I like that roll.
there's perception.
Here's a question: is this based upon hearing or smell?
It can be either, technically.
All right, so that means Nal gets advantage. Thank God for my wonderful familiar. And Nal gets it with natural 24.
Yeah, he smells animal, kind of points out into the distance, with also Skull notices it as well. Wimpy, you get a vague recognition of where it might be. What did you get, Andaris?
13.
13 is as the you. You can tell something's following you. You're not sure what. Victor, you get kind of the strange, that same implication of like when you took your journey here. But Mountain Blood and your pupper both notice there is a familiar hyena following you.
Hey, looks like we've got a bit of a follower from before.
We got company.
Mm-hmm. We're in a bit of a laughing matter, if you will.
He seems to be keeping his distance, not approaching you. It looks like he's guarding you, or as you're going.
I'd like to see if I can maybe approach and get him to come closer.
It's a good 100 yards away.
Oh, screw that animal then.
Well, that's awfully harsh. Especially if it seems like he's guarding us from whatever desert dangers. Although, to be fair,
Could be a scout.
we're mostly more dangerous than a lot of things out here.
There's 4 of us and only 1 of him. Who knows? Maybe it's just a scouting party.
Anyway, it's best not to linger.
It was the one you fed. So you
Right,
venture
throwing
on
some
then?
jerky at him? Just try some more jerky, see if he gets closer.
Yeah,
Trying to
you can
approach
do what
it.
you want. You can do a
Okay.
handle animal for that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure your handling is better than mine. So
If you get it to follow us home, Mountain Blood, you're going to be responsible for feeding him and giving him walkies.
and
All right,
don't
we'll
forget about
see if we can
don't forget about
taunt him a little. If you can have a pup, I'm gonna have a hyena. I'm just saying that right now. He'll build character. 21.
21? Okay. So yeah,
Yep.
you throw down some jerky, and the hyena seems to start approaching you a little bit. Still gets a little cautious and kind of stays away from you, but you can tell it's looking at the jerky.
Come on. Sure you remember us from before. Come on. We weren't gonna hurt you. I'll just kind of kneel
After,
down and get onto his level.
A couple of minutes, it does come up to you and kind of starts sniffing the jerky and kind of reluctantly takes it with its bites into it and starts chewing on it and eating it.
I'll attempt to approach it a little bit closer and see if it'll at least, sniff me over, see if I'm not. I'm trying to approach the hyena in a non-threatening manner.
Okay, give me another handle animal check.
Tell me now. 7.
As it sees you getting closer, it kind of picks up the jerky and starts running off with it.
Alright, I'll back off then. Teach his own. Teach his own.
He's not
Try.
trying to attack you, but seems to be just watching you.
Well, at least it's friendly.
This way, maybe he found a non-aggressive pact with it with the jerky.
But it seems to, after a little bit, seems to run off with it.
We come in peace. Shouting that out.
Anything else you want to try before it runs off? Anyone else?
I'm good personally. I just want to see if I could at least pet it once.
I already have a pupper to take care of, so
Yeah.
I'm good.
And a goat. Don't forget your goat.
I'm not ready for that kind of a commitment.
I don't want to endure the hardship in case it dies.
So we broke up and I never saw her again, but that's just the way
Yeah.
things go.
Love that reference. Thank you.
Yeah.
So anyways, as you head out through the rest of the way back to the town, nothing seems to catch your eye or anything like that. Sun eventually does come up because it's still a good half day's journey to there. I forget how much I said it was, but so as the sun starts coming up, it does start getting a little bit warmer. Does anyone going to do anything to try to prevent any kind of form of exhaustion from traveling during the desert?
I mean, Victor's still fire resistant, so shouldn't be too bad.
I think we're all fire resistant still for the most part.
Except for
Yeah,
Lyrics.
except
By
for
the
Lyric.
way, somebody better give Lyric the umbrella again.
Yeah, other than just trying to pace ourselves and drink water. Not really.
Well,
Yeah, not really much we can do.
Okay, everyone give me a con check then.
Well,
Fine. We suck.
7.
Check. 19.
Okay. So, both, as you guys make it into town, nothing else eventful happens, but Victor and Mountain Blood, you did have to drink about twice as much water as you normally would have to get through there without suffering any kind of negative penalties.
Fill up when we get to the tavern.
Well, Victor has that water skin of endless water, so he's just going to keep refilling it from there.
Yeah,
He's
but
a
that does
good-looking
take
son
a
of a gun.
day or so for it to refill, so.
Yeah.
But you did empty that out, so it is empty right now.
Victor takes a sip from his lucky fall for 13 water skin.
You get back to the town about, I'd say, noonish. See people going through the town bazaar, doing their normal shopping. See a few kids running around, having fun, kicking a ball around, doing stuff like that. Guards kind of salute you as you're walking in. Afternoon, gentlemen. Have a safe trip through the desert.
Safe, yes.
Eventful. Well, it's slightly eventful, but yes. Nothing we couldn't handle.
Who's all missing HP right now?
No, I'm sitting at full. I'm
Not
totally
me,
out
says
right
I.
now.
Victor's staying at full. He just has only 4 of his hit dice left.
Did you do anything to heal the damage you took chasing the fairies, Lyric? You there, Wimpy?
Custom.
Let me read it again.
Forgot she got clobbered chasing fairies.
Did you do anything to heal that damage you took chasing the fairies, Wimpy? No.
One sec. Oh boy.
Okay, so yeah, you notice the one of the guard looks at Lyric. Huh. She looks a little beat up. What happened to her?
Fell down some stairs.
Got chased by hyenas. She was a little slower than the rest
All
of
right,
us.
there we go.
Welcome
I'm
back.
back.
I was like, no, I didn't. I spawned the whole time. You guys couldn't hear me. Stupid Discord / Windows.
Technology. Well, better get some rest. There should be some room at the inn. Just careful out there. There's rumors of someone sneaking around at night around here right now.
Hungry hyena.
Sneaking, you say?
But only if you need to refill your water, there's always the town fountain. Help yourselves.
Don't mind if I do. So obviously Victor will go refill his water skin and then probably head back over to the library. He's gonna do some quick research.
Okay. Anyone else have plans now that they're back in town?
I mean, I don't mind hitting the books as far as more Arcana stuff goes, so I get more in tune with things.
Did he bring some study materials with him?
I don't know. Did he?
I know I had a book of was it a book of like religion and something, but if there's a library, I'd like to stop in there at least for part of the evening.
Okay. Lyric or Endaris, any plans?
Blair's gonna go take a nap.
Yeah, he was planning to just
By
hit
nap,
the
I
end,
mean
but
meditate.
yeah, he was just planning to hit the end. But if there is a one of them there libraries in town, he'd probably tag along with Mountain Blood.
Okay, so you're gonna go to the inn then, Lyric?
Yeah, she'll go to the inn.
Okay. Well, we'll do that one first. So you arrive at the same inn you stayed at the other night you were here. You see the bartender at the Corvus Inn.
She finds a chair, sits down, and just starts to meditate.
You see, before you start meditating, you see that crow kind of stand on the perch at the table you sat at.
Just completely ignores it. She needs to meditate.
Cool lyric.
So she's going to be doing that for 4 hours.
So the bartender you see him shrug his shoulders as you're kind of sitting there and the bird just flies back. Cut to the other group.
Larry just kind of waves at him. I'm just gonna take a nap.
Okay, so cut to the other group. Since you guys were at the library before, you know how to get to it, so you end up there.
Yep. He would do his best to help Mountain Blood find something relevant if he's trying to increase his understanding of the arcane.
Yeah.
Okay, and what were you going to be looking for, Victor?
Victor's gonna be looking up about one criminal, specifically about their quarry. Yeah, 'cause that was something he did slightly forget about last time. Like, oh wait, there's public records. I should probably check that.
And it's a good thing their autobiography is here in the library.
Okay, so yeah, you're going to go up to the librarian lady. She asks, "Oh, you, how are you doing? Haven't seen you in a few days, Mr. Tiefling."
Honestly, not bad. Could have been worse. And just kind of looks over at how scuffed up his armor is. Like, yeah, I had worse.
What were you asking about before? I don't remember.
It was a we were looking for temples and other ruins out of the desert. And
Ah,
sadly, didn't come up with much.
oh, that's unfortunate. Well, at least I tried to help. There's something else you needed today.
There is. As in, Victor will pull the bounty poster on Grog and Grog. It's like the other thing he was hoping to look into was the more information on these two lads.
Oh, you're a bounty hunter too, huh? Yeah, I can get you their records of what they did here. He kind of pulls out kind of a little binder of stuff, hands it to you. Yep, here's their report on why they're wanted.
So Victor will take it and start reading it over. Not trying to know anything in particular note, like their MO, like basically how they attack people, how they rob people, any interesting characteristics, yada yada yada.
Now you see a lot of stuff in there. Fights at the bar, kind of getting into altercations with people in the street, stuff like that. Nothing that would warrant the 2,000 gold they have. Until about a month ago, during the fiasco and all the cities got attacked. It says they were shown to be attacking and killed a couple people that were fleeing from some of the other stuff in the kind of some of the outskirts of town.
So wanted for banditry. What's that called? They're wanted for banditry and being a general nuisance, except for that last part. When things kind of scaled up from there. Victor will turn back to the librarian or whoever's manning the front desk. Like,
Still a librarian. Same lady.
Back to, yep. He'll turn back to the librarian. Like, seems like back during the incident, they made quite the impression on people. Got started to bite off more than they can chew, I suppose.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, honestly. I'd seen them a few times. They never seemed to like want to kill people. I don't know what came over them. I know their one brother still lives in town, but no one's seen him in a couple days. But right before you guys showed up.
Oh, Grug? Yeah, we met him. He's doing all right.
Oh, the one at the by the border between here and the desert. That's the fourth brother. There's 4 of them.
What about? What do
They're
you know about the
multiplying?
third?
They're multiplying.
Yeah.
Han Victor's just gonna be making down some notes in his own whatever spare papers he has on him. So wait, there's a fourth brother. Or rather, this is the third brother. I suppose it's just some variation on Grog as well. Gregg, Grog, and Grog.
Yeah, I did a poor note taking for this. Let me double check something here.
No problem.
I thought I'd remember it, but I forgot because it kind of went away from this one for a little bit. What were the ones I said the bounties were for again?
Gregg and Grog. G-R-E-G-G and G-R-O-G-G.
And Grug was the one you met out by the desert border, right?
Right, that's the one with
Okay.
you.
So, yeah, Grugg. Yeah, let me fix something in my notes here. There we go. Yeah, they're the other brother, Gregg. He's yeah, Gregg and Grug were more docile than their brothers. They tend to be nice to people.
And there's Gorp. He sells trail mix.
Ooh.
But yeah, people have confused him for the bounty a few times, so Yeah, I hope nothing happened to him.
You said he was still in town.
Last we saw him.
Maybe I'll pay him a visit, see if there's anything he can share on his more erstwhile brothers.
Yeah, he's disappeared before, so we're not usually too worried about him. So we'll sure he shows up again. He's a nice guy. He comes in here every now and then. I think he's the only one of those 4 that can actually read.
Well, that's good for him. Really breaking the mold. So, after fidgeting us out, it's like, well, I think I'll be paying Gregg a visit. Do you guys want to come with, or do you want to? Would you rather stay here and look on your own research? I don't think we need a lot of people for this sort of thing. Just a casual visit, as it were.
I think Andaris is having some mic issues now too. Or something. Or are you back, Spaz? I guess he is not here.
That is
Shift
Ghost
A.
Messenger? Ah, there you go.
Yep, I'm still here. Just trying to. I think I'll just try my best to get myself more acquainted with the arcane.
Hey, give me an investigation check.
Who,
Skull.
me?
Yeah.
On intellect, get down now. 18.
18. So yeah, you find a couple of interesting looking arcane based books. One that says basically channeling the elements from the elemental planes and intermediate guide to learning spells or learning the arcane ways.
I'll be nose deep in those books. I'll give off the appearance of like the Incredible Hulk, just with glasses on.
Yeah, give me an intelligence check quick.
That's the band of intellect. 20.
Oh, so yeah, you find some interesting stuff in there that can help you. Yeah, this said to be interesting, like how drawing elements from the other planes of elements work. Like how fire is based in like this kind of stuff you want to do for that. Wind, you do kind of focus more on this. I don't want to get too much into it. Earth, you do kind of that. Electric, you kind of want to focus on this part of it. Stuff like that, and a few other things interesting.
Origin tales, basically, to see where things lie and where to pull them from.
Or is the natural elements.
Like how arcane forces interplay with the material plane, and best to draw them and power them into your own force of nature yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Andaris, you back yet? Okay, so yeah, at this point, Lyric's still going to be in her trance or meditation state, and Mountain Blood still be going through his book. So, how are you going to try to find out where Gregg lived, Andaris?
You mean Victor?
I mean Victor. Sorry.
Victor's just gonna ask about town, just so you're like through town guards or just anybody who seems like or like shopkeepers that seem like they would know, because he's asked. Greg has eventually shop for supplies or have to deal with law, so and if it's friendly enough, it should be pretty easy to find.
So yeah, the first thing you see, I'm just gonna roll something here. You happen to see, just a little bit outside the library, you happen to see one of the town guards kind of looking around going on patrol.
Victor will whistle and just wave him over.
Ah,
Well, at
he
least
comes
we'll
up to
walk
you.
up to him.
Yes, citizen. Is there something I can assist you with?
Yeah, I'm looking for a friend of mine. I'm looking. It goes by the name of Gregg. He's an orc. So set to live in these parts.
Yes, he's heard he's gone on to one of his disappearances again. Uh,
Does
what
this
were you
happen
looking
often?
for him for?
Eh, yeah, mostly information about his brothers. See how much he'd be willing to share.
Oh, you're
Considering
after their
how much
bounty,
trouble.
huh?
Mm-hmm. Got
Hmm.
got to earn a living somehow.
Yeah, so yeah, like I said, I'm not sure where he is. He like every now and then he disappears off to do something, probably maybe visiting his other brother over by the kind of desert border. Not always, so we don't know.
Does this happen often?
Usually every couple of months he'll disappear for a week at a time or so.
Hmm.
Not my business to pry. Just it's on the regular, so most people have caught on to it around here.
This Erica once, and he's gone only for like what, a few days, a month.
Usually about 5 or so, but it's been about 6 or 7 now, so not sure what's going on. Hope someone didn't confuse him for his brother's bounty.
Here's hoping. Uh, Last question. I heard there's rumor that someone's skulking about town.
Yeah, there's been reports of some cloaked figure sneaking around town at night. Not sure what they're trying to do, but if you have any information or find anything out, let us know. Be glad to take it to see what's going on. So far, no one's reported anything stolen or hurt, so not too much on people's priority list.
Hmm.
I just want people to be aware of it just in case they haven't tried to do something they've been planning yet.
Yeah, it might shame if some something awful were to happen, especially given recent events over the last few months. Yeah, people need time to relax and
Oh
settle
yeah,
down.
that was fun. Kind of looks at his arm as kind of a big kind of freshly healed scar on it.
Ugh.
Ugh. Well, what doesn't kill you?
Uh, Last question. Since Greg seems to be gone longer than usual, mind if I get mind if I give this place a poke? Make sure he's not in any kind of danger or concern. Something I need to call a healer for.
Like he shouldn't, because he's would be breaking and entering, but give me a persuasion check.
I was expecting you. I was waiting for you to ask me that. 22.
Considering he's
just
been gone longer, if you don't take anything, I'll tell you. I'll show you where he lives.
I'm not. Do I look like a thief to you? No, I'm a bounty hunter. At best. And so, yeah, I would. I rather be. I already ran into one of his brothers. I would hate to have the same mistake same thing happen to him. Other than the other two, they don't seem like bad folk. Besides, it's just a house call. Make sure. I don't know. Maybe just to make sure nothing worse has happened.
Okay, sure,
So,
yeah. Well, let's. I'll show you the way, and we'll
Yeah,
cut
we're
to Andaris
totally
as
just here
he's
to
back.
yeah, we're totally just here to perform a well-being check.
So yeah, you were gonna help Mountain Blood with his arcane stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so give me an investigation check in the library.
All right.
Is there something else you want to do when you're there?
Let's see. Yeah. 11.
11. Yeah, you find some books you remember looking through in the past, and when you were back at the working back in the your old empire of Holomeon. That remember these books being okay, but not the best. Until you happen to notice the books that Mountain Blood himself spotted, which were one about the channeling information from energy from the material plane to enhance elemental planes, or intermediate guide to arcane knowledge kind of stuff. Little higher end one books, but some good ones to really get the abilities going, stuff like that.
I found Baby's First Summon and Cantrips for Dummies.
Basically, yeah. And he rolled a decent intelligence check on them, so he's getting some good information out of them.
Absorbing it as quickly as possible.
Anything else you want to do when you're when he's reading through those books?
He just kind of while he's browsing, he might have found something for himself. Not necessarily anything useful, but just, oh, here's an interesting looking, biography about some pirate from the area or something, and just to peruse when he's not trying to help Mountain Blood with, his studies.
Okay, so yeah, you find a book about the group of desert bandits that roamed were a problem in the area about 50 years ago.
They were led by Ali Din.
Yes, the 997 thieves. A few of them were sick.
Here I was
They got
hoping
COVID.
The book.
Here I was hoping for a book on how restoration's a perfectly valid field of magic. Hey, shut up, you. That's literally the title.
So yeah,
I mean,
we'll go cut back to...
If he found a book written by the Augur of Donlin, he'd read it.
So I'll cut back to Victor after a few minutes of kind of going through the not the best part of town. It's kind of like the peasant area, not the nicest of towns or buildings and stuff like that. Give me a quick Arcana check, Victor.
Oh boy. 16.
With that, you notice those magic items that seem to be like giving off cold or heat during the night. Temperature controlled rooms, the houses. You don't seem to notice that in this much. You see a few of them here and there, but they're not as prevalent in this part of town as they were in some of the other ones.
Oh, I see. It's we're in that part of town where now we see the hypocrisy in the system. The poor working underclass, like yada yada. You know the gist.
But yeah, they're not like unlivable houses. They're just the people that just can't afford the luxury. Is all.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know.
Because you notice the houses are built a little bit different too. Like they're designed to give off, like taking wind gusts better to help cool them off.
Yeah.
Because the houses do here look a little bit older too. So.
I see. We're in Old Yharnam. Got it.
He kind of goes up to this kind of house. It's a little ramshackle door on it. Could use a little repairs, but it still works. You knock on it. Gregg, you back yet from your little excursion? Knocks again. You in there, buddy? Just checking up on you, hoping you made it back safe.
Now you said these were trying to think what kind of house it is. Like, would there be a window or some kind of like something that they'd be able to tell if there's a smell coming from there or not?
Yeah, there's a couple windows on it.
Oh, Victor will lean towards the window of nearest window of Gnarl and just see if he can pick up he can hear or see or smell anything of note.
Okay, give me a perception check with him then.
No problem.
And since you're saying sound or smell with advantage, so
Yep. 19.
19, yeah. He notices nothing out of the ordinary, except maybe some food that might have been set out for too long.
It's definitely been gone for a while. But but yeah, if he said food, I shouldn't. No, if he was going away, he wouldn't. Nobody would normally do that. Normally, they would store it tight before if they expect to be gone for a while. Victor will relay to the cart like, "Hey, I can't see much from here, but it does seem like he left in a hurry."
Kind of see him
We
look
got-
around. This is just a welfare check, and he opens the door and walks in.
Victor will follow if as long as the guard doesn't prevent him from otherwise.
Yeah, you
I'll
see
have
kind of a little modest little room. It's got a table with a couple chairs on it. It's got like the fire pit for cooking. Decent little bed in one side of it.
Can I make an investigation check to see if there's anything other than the food that's probably left out? Anything out of notice, out of sorts?
Yeah, give me that investigation check.
16.
So yeah, upon going in there, you do see what looks like. You didn't notice it when you came in there initially, but one of the chairs is kind of knocked down on the floor. And you do notice that there is some food that's some kind of bread of some kind that's starting to get a little stale and moldy, like it's been left out or didn't get eaten when it should have.
There's more sparring ideas for the theory that Greg had to leave in a hurry, or possibly forced to. But no signs of a scuffle. I take it.
Yeah, maybe because the chair was knocked over, he left in a hurry, but nothing that looks like a fight.
Fortunately, Victor's built more for fighting than he is investigation.
You see the guard look at the. Yeah, this bread keeps for a few days, so he must have got it. About little more than a week ago, so it should have been enough for someone staying here to finish it. He's not one to usually not finish food. He's a big guy. He needs to eat a lot of it.
He said he went missing about like several days ago.
Yeah, about a week. Right before the jerky vendor showed up. I know he usually buys a lot from him, so I'm gonna be pissed if he finds out he missed him.
See, so he was definitely gone before the jerky vendor arrived.
Yeah, it was about the day before, I think the last time someone saw him.
Yeah, let's see. That one right when we went, around the time we came into town. But I didn't see anybody like that on the way in. Well, other than his other brother.
And that was like a couple days before that, or a day before that or
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, and Victor would know that. Would actually mention that.
So if he left town, he didn't go. He asked which way did you guys come in? You said you were here before that. Which way did you come from?
He came from the capital, so that would have been to the west.
So if he left, he didn't go towards the capital, so he went north or south or maybe east. Not super much to the south of here, just a couple of other small settlements along oases and stuff like that.
I think up north is Canopus.
Now that's east.
East. Okay.
Let me double check. Where did I say that was? blanking on what's our stuff was on. Yeah, it's kind of northeast, northeast. Can't speak. Northeast. The border town between here and Dragon's Bane. Used to be this city, but got annexed in, so.
Yeah.
Don't think you'd have a reason to go to Canopus, because he came here before that became part of the Empire. I guess is maybe south of here is the direction he went. I don't know.
Not much to go on. Still, you might want to let people know in case they run into him somewhere out in the desert, or at least.
Yeah, we might want to. I think I'm gonna head back to Fort Eagle and issue a mission. This is probably him. Something's not right here. We got to issue a missing person report for him.
Yeah, I was gonna say missing. It sounds like a missing persons report. Yeah, it's probably best. I'll rejoin my group and maybe when we leave town, because last I heard, Gregg and Grogg were up near Canopus. So who knows? We might run into him on the way there. Might not. Maybe we'll just take one last look around. Like, it's damn perplexing. It's like something's nagging him that this is probably important. He just can't put his finger on it.
So you're gonna head back to the library then?
He's probably gonna go check out Lyric first, make sure. But it hasn't been 4 hours, has it?
Nah, it's been about 1.
Yeah, so yeah, I figure we'll go back to the library then, knowing Lyric's most likely still in the middle of her trance.
Meditation, whatever you want to call it.
Trance, meditation, whatever they think the elves do.
Meditating.
Trance is Eldenari, or whatever those are called.
No, it's called trance.
Oh, it is? Okay. Yeah, you head back to the library, Victor, and you see both Mountain Blood and Andaris sitting there reading books. You notice that the Andaris is reading more of a history kind of book about some thieves. And Mountain Blood is reading kind of the magic-based book they found.
Having lots of eureka moments. Like, that makes sense.
Well, looks like y'all have been having a great time at the library, learning about things.
My mind is being blown for every sentence I read.
Well, visiting Gregg was kind of a bust. Seems he's been gone for a while. And not necessarily in the good, not sure if it's in the good source or the bad source. So, let's see. Other than Canopus, I'm not sure where what else we can do to find these two, or at least now these three.
They're multiplying.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you haven't told them that there's a third about the brother that lives in this town that's missing, or have you?
Oh yeah, no.
He just said these three.
Yeah, because he Victor made mention at this point about the fourth brother, third in line.
All right, this had better be the last new brother we find out about.
Well, there is there is the letter A yet, so there might be a fifth.
You find out that the big evil necromancer is actually the fifth brother the whole time. Gasp alarm.
So, what's your plan then?
I guess the only thing Victor can think of is go visit Fort Eagle and see how things are near the border. See if there's any note of banditry have happened there. And chase down that lead. Assuming there's a lead. And there is now what, you got any ideas? Hey, for our first outing of the company just to kinda go nowhere.
If I were now make that a trio of orc brothers on the lam, where would I go?
It's not so much a trio, it's still the two. The other one just appears to be missing. Doesn't seem like he's caused a whole lot of trouble. Yeah, other than people mistaking him for one of the brothers. The other two that's been causing so much trouble.
I don't think it's possible they took off together.
No, like I said, this would have been. Like I said, he's been gone for a week now, and last time anyone's seen the two troublesome brothers, that was back during a month or so ago.
During the big showdown you had with the zombie army
Yeah,
back in
that's
Arcturus.
yeah, that's what Victor would be heavily implying.
The decision's up to you.
Well, Victor already has an idea. He just wants to see if there's any other ideas, specifically from people who are more magically inclined, or just actually, yeah. No, let's not even go there. It's more of the. Does anybody else have any alternative ideas that he hasn't thought of?
I mean, short of trying to find them with a dowsing rod.
I think Lyric might have like some clairvoyant abilities, but they're in the middle of their. You guys call it like what? It was a trance, right?
Yes.
Meditation, whatever. Actually, come to think of it, Video would take a look at Andaris, like trying to figure out is that whether Andaris is full elf or half elf.
I think he'd mentioned before that half.
After all this time, now you're asking?
No, it's never really been a concern or a question that's come up.
Clearly, you can tell. I mean, you're just looking at him. Sorry, that's the headband of intellect talking now. Sorry.
Like usually it's pretty offensive. It's a little offensive to kind of assume one's the other. Well, yeah, what was Victor now? He doesn't exactly have a lot of to do with elfin culture. Anywho, so unless you guys are done, I'd rather we go hit up the Fort Eagle.
Fort Eagle
Yeah.
it is. Let's go.
Yes, let's go past our lyric.
So to the tavern, then to Fort Eagle.
You're gonna go to the tavern first?
Yep. So that's what you could probably use another flask of ale.
Yep, brain pulsing with many things. Time to decompress and let it all settle in.
Time to let all of the math just ooze out of his ears.
Nerve endings, ideas going. Brain pulsing. Must decompress.
The inner machinations of Mount Blitz's mind are, in fact, an enigma.
Alright, so yeah, you guys make your way back to the Corvus Inn. You see Lyric sitting at a table just meditating away. You come in, you hear the bartender go, "Afternoon, gentlemen. How are you doing today?"
Lyric is just sitting in the chair. She's kind of slumped back into it. Her head's like tilted to the right, and there's just drool coming out of it.
Wearing Groucho sunglasses.
She's already wearing them.
I almost want to try something, but
Oh,
next time.
Do
We've
it.
got work to do. So how long? It's been like what, 2 hours now?
About.
We're just gonna go poke Lyric awake. Come on,
Oh.
sleepyhead.
You're interrupting her rest.
Actually,
Leave her alone.
all right, fine.
Ooh.
I guess we should probably turn and get a little bit of rest.
Rest for the week.
So we're just gonna go up to the barkeep and get another ale.
There you go. Good boy.
Well, actually, you just sit down at the table and you see that crow come sit on that little perch again.
So Victor will request we'll hand up a gold piece. It's like just not your finest ale, but just something for the road. Something nice.
Anyone else going to make an order?
I'll throw in a couple.
Okay. So, yep, a couple minutes later, the bartender brings down, sits you the couple things of ale. Your friend's a little conked out. Huh?
That's normal.
Yeah, haven't seen you guys in a few days. How'd your quest for whatever you brought you down here going?
So far, side adventure, pretty okay. Not much to speak of there. Still trying to figure out where Gregg and Grogg got off to.
Well, good luck with that.
You haven't heard anything of interest, have you? From people passing through? I know we haven't been here for a few days.
Kind of does that rubbish chin thing.
You don't have
Nothing
any
comes
orcs
to
in the
mind.
basement you're not telling us about, are you?
What was that?
You don't have any orcs in the basement you're not telling us about, are you?
Orcs? No. And I also don't have a basement, so.
Root cellar, I suppose. I don't know. Tell my desert. Yeah, me. It's like who has a root
Pantry.
cellar?
Whatever.
Well, let me know if you need anything else. Just call for my crow.
Cute.
They go away from off like, yeah, we know. So by now, once all eyes are often like, so I guess it almost goes without saying we shouldn't mention what we actually found. People being people, as it were.
You're talking to the group
Me.
about that?
Yeah, Victor
Okay.
will be kind of talking low to the group about that. Don't want to start any kind of commotion.
We'll keep it low key.
So, about an hour later, you see that you see the door open up, and you see that Tabaxi, you had the gambling thing with the last time you were in here, walk in. Ah, what a fine day. As he kind of comes in, just a second here, check some.
We all hear him exclaim that.
Yeah, some stop blanking on a name.
Oh, yeah, he has a name from last time. Give it.
No, I remember his name. I'm trying to remember the bartender's name.
Barton.
Steve.
Because I've never said this before, too. Ah,
Yeah,
Sean Dathis. How are you doing today, my old friend? Evening, afternoon, Jinx. How are you doing today? Doing well, doing well. Kind of looks over. Isn't this, adventurers coming back from your journey to that, what was it, the Temple of Incendium you were trying to find? Did you have any luck with that?
I claimed a meat locker for myself. Oh, wait.
No, we didn't. Nudge, nudge.
Okay, I claimed it for myself. My meat locker.
Peter, speak up. We'll speak up over these two. Nothing. Big fat nothing.
Okay.
Eh,
Nothing
Roll
important.
deception, because you are lying.
totally didn't find
busted
any
rocks.
godly artifacts in the meat locker.
We found nothing.
Anyone want
garbage.
to help me with that deception?
As he kind of pulls up a chair, kind of that thing where he kind of sits on it backwards and just kind of leans against to it. Oh, you didn't, huh? Sure.
I'll
Whatever you
try and
say.
I'll try and like pipe up a little bit more to be a little more in detail about it. So I'll pull a deception too.
Does he
keep
do the
chatting on
full-on
about-
Riker, where he swings the leg over it before sitting on it backwards?
Yes, yes, he does.
Oh my god, it's the Riker maneuver. I don't know why, but I hate this man already.
21. There we go.
Yeah, it doesn't help because he already knows Victor's lying.
Yeah, well, he's just in Fantasyland. I know what really happened. So hot garbage right there.
Well, if you
Slutty
must
jerk.
know, we did find where the jerky makers are making all that fantastic jerky.
Shut up.
I mean,
Uh.
it's not a lie.
I don't give a crap about that.
Good
So,
enough. We don't need to talk about it anymore. Moving
what
on.
did you find in there? Hmm?
Pixies.
Confusing maze that led to nothing but despair.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly you should be telling about the jerky where they make all that fantastic jerky. Might set some people. Might be bad for business.
So shut up. Back. Nothing. Nothing important.
Come on, no one goes looking for a temple to an old, forgotten, unliked god without some kind of ulterior motive or means to looking for something in there. So,
Oh, yeah,
what was in
pixies.
there?
Are you saying that we went there with less than good intentions?
We happened to stumble across it. I check. Just happened to explore this random temple.
We were clearly there on a religious pilgrimage.
Yes.
Is that what you're actually
Yes.
saying?
Yes, very, very, very devout.
Hey, roll deception.
I'll side with was it? There's
Victor will try and assist and say, "Yes, don't you know?"
Yep, we're totally there. Yep. We're trying to
Incendium
find
is,
ourselves.
and saying Incendium is very important to tieflings. You would know this if you studied religion at all.
A whopping 5.
A whopping 5.
Okay. I am gonna say you're gonna have disadvantage the way you, not disadvantage, advantage the way you worded it, Victor. But yeah, that's.
Saw through it. Quick run.
I can see that you're not religious. I can tell that. What did you find? You found something. I can sense it. I have that keen eye. Looks over at her. She's not in the best, well, Something did something to her, and she's trying to sleep it off.
Nothing but heat. Heat found her. That's all.
Well. It was
That
worth the
is
effort,
not
but you...
heat damage.
Yep.
Shush.
It was worth the effort, but you sussed us out.
Oh, you give up so easy. Shame.
We found a tall, piping hot glass of none of your goddamn business.
Yes. Mind your own damn beeswax. Thank you very much.
Okay, tell me this. You know some of the old rumors that temple has going about it?
Well,
I'm not from here, so no, I'm not really familiar with the rumors circulating the area.
we're just
Not-
tourists.
Not
Anyone can give
particularly,
me a religion check to see if they can maybe figure this out with disadvantage.
but- All right, maybe we'll give that a shot.
I'm gonna throw it in just because I've kind of have one up on religion. We'll see. damn it.
19. I'm assuming because Victor got
10.
is remembering
10?
from his
Yeah, 10.
old. Victor's remembering from his old.
There you go. Nice job,
16.
Victor.
His
Nice
time
job,
with his
Victor.
dad. Yeah, Victor's remembering from his time with his dad.
Fall
All
off.
the nonsense, all religious nonsense. Maybe something seeped in.
Nice job on the disadvantage there,
Yeah,
Victor.
you
Nice
do
job.
seem to... You don't remember why you didn't think of this before, but you remember hearing something about this temple in the desert that's a link to the actual... has a bridge to the elemental chaos, the fire realm part of it, where he likes to dwell.
The thing of it does ring a couple of bells. Why? Just anything we should be concerned?
Well, no, they just say it's a direct link in there to another plane of existence. There's got to be something interesting hiding in there, wouldn't you say?
Oh, that sounds just like little wives' tales.
It's just myth
Whole
and
pla-
legend at this point. Just
Plane to another, road to another plane of existence. Absolutely not full of fire and death and mayhem.
I'm just gonna say there was one tunnel you never went down in there, so
It was.
yes.
just hot garbage. Nothing but.
Ah, well, it's probably for the best we didn't go down that tunnel.
And the only person that saw that tunnel was Lyric, so she didn't say anything about it. So
Wow.
Ooh.
She's still asleep.
yeah, I know you didn't say anything about it when you were in the temple either.
Yep.
Ah, well, missed opportunities. Or Miss Mayhem. Miss Pitfalls. Who knows?
Hmm.
It's like, well, even if we did find something, I'm pretty sure it's a little bit above your pay grade. Hate to know. But hey,
One of my babies. Yeah, right here.
it's Victor will offer Jinx a drink. Hey, there's always next time.
He does offer it up. He orders another one of those prickly pear fruit drinks again.
The fruity one.
Cactus wine.
So you're telling me there was no fancy trinkets, jewels, a fancy looking rod in there, anything like that?
You mean to stand there on the fireworks stand and tell me you ain't got no screaming memes, whistling bungholes, Husker do's, Husker don'ts?
As he's kind of sipping on that that drink as he's saying that.
Absolute nothing. Just a praised guardian protecting absolutely nothing but
Oh.
his meat locker.
You know, mimics pixies.
What are you gonna say then, Victor? What was your response to that? Because he's aiming his question squarely at you.
They're just considering his options. Well, we did find. I can tell you one thing we did find. Wasn't gonna wasn't gonna mention it, but since you're bringing it up, up and being this forceful, we did find the last person who went poking around in ancient ruins. Cl- And he will describe in a gruesome detail the corpse they found.
Mm.
So you know,
Mummified, huh?
yeah. So you know, probably
Hmm.
left as a warning for people. Ain't for other would-be grave robbers. So you know, kind of lost all taste with the adventure after that.
And nothing else?
Absolutely nothing. Just discarded bones and nothing important at all.
Before Victor does another deception, the lie of this lie of this man, he's going to do an insight. He's gonna try and read him. It's like, why is he so interested? As if he can tell.
Okay,
All right,
roll for it.
18.
Yeah,
Just-
this
just-
man is basically, from what you can tell from he's an adventurer trying to seek out treasures, stuff like that, just to get rich.
Does he give the feeling that if he does know, he might rob us or attempt to?
He might, yes. You can tell from this guy, he's a local hero, but he's not the nicest person.
So he's a quote unquote local hero.
Yes.
Almost anti-hero, if you will. I'm just like gesturing like behind him, just like, hey, I will end him. Just say the word, I will end him right
You
now.
like Gritty. He's a local character of repute. Just not necessarily a reputable one.
From what you do know, he did actually have a good part in defending the town back in that fiasco a month ago. That he did do. He still
Yeah,
does
he-
protect people. He's just
yeah,
kind
that's
of if you don't get on his bad side, he's kind of an asshole to you.
Just say the word, just one time. Just knock him out real quick, and the rest is memory.
So you're saying the local town hero would like to know if anything dangerous got brought back to town? Is that what you're asking, or are you asking more for personal gain and profit?
Eh,
Yeah, little column A,
We
little
should.
column B.
if
see?
it can
Yeah.
help protect the people, yes. But if I can get some money doing it, all the better.
As long as he doesn't have to get his hands dirty, he's all right with that.
Well, I hate to sully your reputation, but mm, nothing that would bring any doom and gloom to the town. Just like I said, mostly rocks, ash, and dust.
Okay,
Just
so yeah,
scouting
give me,
around.
because
Don't
you
know what
are
we're
not
doing.
completely telling him the truth. So give
Yeah.
me a deception with advantage.
So we're just scouting. Nothing interesting.
24 with natural 20.
Nice, haha.
Hmm. Okay, so tell me, what did it look like inside there? I'm just curious now.
Dark.
Ancient.
Bridge. Nothing interesting.
So basically, as you can describe to him, like how it looked, right?
Yeah,
Like,
like,
yeah,
you
it was
know,
nothing but
but yes,
dead
with a
ends.
little less glamour, and a little bit more ancient ruiny.
You tell him how to
Yep.
get into it, just out of curiosity.
No,
Fuck
No?
guy.
Okay.
no, I am purposely leaving that out.
Okay, because yeah, he's not gonna ask that, so nothing to lie about that. So it's got obsidian-like walls, fire and magma pits all over the place. You want to have some kind of resistance to fire when you're in there.
Sounds like you're looking for a little bit of adventure yourself.
Yeah, if you,
What?
assuming maybe you guys missed something in there. Try my chances at it.
Go ahead. Stuff up.
You tell him where it is, though.
We mislead him in the right direction.
No, let's see. Victor will do better. It's like, here, you got yourself a map.
He kind of slaps down a couple. More of a local area and then a more empire-wide one.
And by the grey stone as the thrush knocks, and the last light of the second star on the right will shine upon the keyhole.
Yes, Victor will give him something. He'll try like when he looks somewhere around this, and he'll draw like a not a pinpoint direction, but more like a general area.
There you go. There you go.
And then he'll, like I said, then he'll purposely give him it's like he'll purposely give him the like you want to wait till a certain time of day, and then just leave it at that.
Leave it like the opposite of the actual time frame. So you should be showing up around this time, but it's really the opposite time.
You want to look for a portal.
Yeah, I do remember hearing you can only enter it during dusk. So yeah,
Yep,
so
pretty much. And given he'll take about he'll take a look and see what general frame of time it is right now, and say about if you head out now, you can get there about around such time, so you shouldn't have to wait too long.
now I will say this based on if you're going to tell them this or not. If you leave now, you're going to have to wait there about over the course of the day. You're not going to get there in time tonight.
Yeah, Victor will mention that, and will also try and say, "Hotspot, given the nature of the place, you might might not take some tools with you." And he'll pull out the makeshift dungeoneering kit. For a small price, they can give you the same tools that help us get in there.
He looks it over. Yeah, I already got it set.
All right, suit yourself. Now, just don't come crying back to me when you don't have the right tools. Especially this set is what got us through there.
Yeah, and I have looking through it. I have pretty much all that same stuff back at my house. So
Your adventuring kit doesn't even have a butt for.
What's up? Never mind.
I was hoping to persuade this man into purchasing mines, just like so it's something special.
There you go. Do it. Do it.
Yeah, but like I say, I'm sure most people do have some sort of kit, like given how often people go out looking for lost treasures. And I've
sorry,
got
what was
nothing
that you
good.
kind of cut? I didn't hear you.
I was gonna continue the bid, but Victor can't think of anything good to. Man, all right. Let's say, all right, suit yourself. But
Yeah, I'd love to go out there right now, but there's that person sneaking around at night we got to figure out first. Don't want them to break into my house and steal my stuff. That's the
Works.
I got some of the most interesting stuff in town that real thieves look after, or good mark for thieves, so
Real
might
thieves.
be scoping my place out.
I'm sure you do. And Victor would just slightly roll his eyes. It's like, I'm sure you have plenty of trophies and souvenirs.
Yes, got a couple stuffed things, some of the monsters I killed that are centerpieces of one of my rooms.
Oh, got a trophy room. Pretty cool. Should show us sometime what it looks like.
I could do that.
Honored. I'd be honored in order to take a look at your trophy room.
Yeah, maybe another time.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Trying
A
to
little
be
messy right
cool.
now because of that sandstorm that blew through the town a couple days ago. Got it kind of messy in there. I haven't had time to clean it up yet.
Sand and blood is hard to get out. I understand.
As he kind of takes a swig of that last of the prickly pear fruit liquor. Well, appreciate the drink. You can treat me any time, good sir.
It's always a pleasure to be in the company of a
Likewise.
local hero.
Likewise.
As he kind of
be
heads
seeing you
off.
very soon.
Well, you guys have a nice day, I guess. Have
Nice
a good
night.
one, John
Victor.
Dathus. I'm heading off.
Oh, it's time to the market. Never mind.
You have a good one, Jinx. Stay cool out there.
And let the door hit you where the good Lord split you.
I laugh.
So, after that conversation you had with him, Lyric, your trance is up. You're gotten your rest. Did anyone draw on her face when she was sleeping?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Victor would
Yes.
not. He's a little bit more class than that. Also, he would exactly executed considering he stays in the same room with Lyric. That's a bad idea. Don't be starting nothing that you can't take in return.
Don't start what you can't finish.
Exactly.
She started things a long time ago by persuading me, so she deserves this. Scribble, scribble, scribble.
I'm not defending you when she asks.
It's okay. She won't know until later.
Did you explain to her what you figured out about the orcs when she was taking her trance?
Yeah, pretty much. I
Okay.
get Victor will get Larry up to speed, and also he'll throw in the fact that you mix Jinx, the asshole.
Lyric just gets up to everyone sitting at the table. She puts her elbows down, kind of smushes her face, and goes, I actually don't sleep, and I know one of you did something to me.
Yes, sure.
It'd be a lot better for you if you just say it now.
Did you actually do something, Mountain Blood, just out of curiosity?
I may or may not have, in a jokingly sort of way, may have put a tiny little heart upon her cheek with a red marker of some kind. Just a tiny little
Walkable.
mark.
Garrett's like, where the hell did you
Just
get a
to be
marker in
playful.
this day and age, in this economy?
To be playful, or make it not a marker, but a fruit juice some kind. Just like put a little heart mark on there. Just to be cute.
So there's like a sticky heart on her cheek.
Yep, just a small one, just enough. Big enough that would be like a thumb print. And
You got her cutie mark.
spaces. Yep,
I'm
easily
glad it wasn't-
washable, but just to be
I'm just
cute.
glad it wasn't glitter.
Is
Glitter takes like hell to get out.
is Mountain Blood going to take ownership of this?
I'll own up to it.
Okay, she immediately just comes over and puts whichever side you put it on, she puts that cheek right onto your cheek. Just so that way it transfers over to you.
I have
And we
been
both-
charmed.
We both have it now. And then she pats you on the head.
And you kind of get that sticky skin kind of thing when stickiness, what I'm trying to describe, where it kind of like sticks to their like fingers, kind of.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Just a tiny little peel, but that's about it. You just hear a little, and that's about
Please
it.
tell us we're stuck together like this forever. That'd be amazing.
Now, it's only some fruit juice. It'll be gone after a day, or just a
After a
wipe with
rainfall,
water.
it'll just run off. Just be this bleeding heart at that point.
I'm
After a rainfall.
I'm sure the bartender has some sort of wet rag I could use.
Brood.
You ask
I'll
the
never wash
bartender
the
for a
cheek
wet
again.
rag to wash it off.
No, I'll keep it for a little while just to make Mountain Blood happy.
I'll never wash the cheek again. Oh my god.
So, plans now.
So you all had your fun. Like, let's get up to the what was it? The Eagle's Nest.
Fort
Fort
Eagle.
Eagle. There we go. Yeah, get to Fort Eagle so you can find where 2 orc buddies may have went off to.
Now, is it evening or is it just still
Sun's
like
starting to
afternoon?
come down.
Yeah.
Do
Probably
we take off now or do we wait till morning?
No, we should take off now so that way we can head out in the morning.
Okay. Go.
Before we leave, though, Victor will talk to the barkeep real quick and once again ask if one of their compatriots have been through here.
You're talking about Electra?
Yeah, that's it. I just have to go check my list real quick. So, yes, Electra. She was supposed to meet us here a while ago.
Nope, not that I've seen anyone matching that description. I recognize most new people, so nothing since they were here about 4 days ago. Or not 4 days ago, about 6 days ago.
And like, so no this episode sign that they might be trying to cover something else. Just plainly don't know.
What was that?
I was saying Victor can detect like just passively that there's no nothing out of the blue of what he said.
About Electra? No.
Yeah.
Did you want to do that about when you asked him about the other thing earlier?
But the other thing about
the Orc brothers?
Yeah, actually, yeah, let's just be careful on here.
Okay, I'll let you roll insight to that.
7.
And from what you can tell, he's hiding nothing about that.
Okay. Well, what we got? We're gonna get back to the capital and get paid. Well, we can't force law any more than we can. All right, out to Fort Eagle we go. Not unless anybody else got anything they want to do.
No, he was pretty much waiting for sorry, for her to wake up so we could fill her in if we don't have any, if she doesn't have any, leads that we got to pursue right the fuck now, then he might turn in for a nap of his own.
Everyone else seems to want to go to the fort, so.
Yeah, what the hell? Who needs rest anyway?
Yeah. It's just
which is a keyword for the DM saying, yeah, you're not going to run into anything that you need to rest up for, so.
Unless somebody's dumb enough to attack a guard. Or Jace.
I mean, I could always do so, but I mean, that's all based on the group.
Don't be starting nothing and that's unwarranted.
Julie?
If you attack a random guard, I don't know you.
Oh, where's the fun in that? Shame on you.
So yeah, I am going to say you really don't need to ask for directions to this giant fort that's looming over the town, so. Because you can see it from pretty much anywhere in town, because it's got the big, kind of like, outcropping rocks that look like eagle wings spread out in flight. So yeah, as you're walking towards, you can see some of the guards starting to light the lanterns around town for the night lights at night, and to get a little warmth in the area so people don't get super cold. See a bunch of the stalls from the marketplace closing down because it's getting end of the day. People are shuffling back to their homes. See a few people starting to shuffle towards the bar, so. Anyway, you make it to the fort entrance from what you can see from where the town is. And you see a few guards posted out there. Evening, lady and gentlemen. What can we do for you tonight? Did you need something here?
So I was hoping to speak to someone from the fort. I'm trying to find a more information about Gregg and Grogg. Where they may have if anybody happens to know anything where they might have pulled up onto any recent reports. And I'll show them the bounty.
Yes,
bounty
people
poster.
looking for them again, huh? I think I seem to remember seeing some lady asking about it a week ago. Haven't seen her since, so not sure what she did.
A week ago, you say? And so he'll start giving Alexa's description, like that sort of lady.
Yeah, that sounds like her.
And let's say, but you haven't heard much since. Do you know where she might have stopped into, like by the tavern or by the at the inn?
No, I told her. Did I tell her? It's been a week. Let me see if I can. Give me a second. Pointed her in a direction of someone. Oh, I just can't remember who. I'm sorry. Had that bad dust storm a couple days ago that kind of threw everyone for a loop.
Vic's gonna incite this guard. Like, wait a minute, that was a week.
What are you inciting?
He's gonna incite the guard to say, like, why can't he remember? Like, is whether there's he's being deceptive or whether he's just something
Okay,
something
roll
else
for
is
it.
amiss. 10.
Nah, from what you can tell, he just honestly just can't remember.
Someone's clearly lying.
I did roll the deception for that, and yeah, he just doesn't remember. From what you can tell.
Yeah, I didn't think the guard was lying. I just want to make sure his something like magic wasn't afoot.
Nope, just him being dumb.
The lawyer says, I do not recall.
But yeah, I think there might be some people. Kind of points to a little courtyard. Seems some people doing like some training drills. You can go ask them. Pretty sure he might have the information you're looking for about the bounties. The guy in charge over there, as he kind of points to the guy kind of like running the drills.
Well, thanks. We'll do just that.
Iter ad Astra.
Astra. I swear I need to write it down somewhere. I can find it easy. I'm gonna keep twisting my tongue over that.
Well, it is Latin, so I don't blame you.
Neat.
It's a dead language, after all.
Hey. So, Major will obviously head over and talk to the drilling instructor.
Okay, so yeah, you see a few people in kind of what looks like more. What's the best way to describe it? More loose-fitting, kind of roby clothing, kind of like the turbans wrapped around their heads. You know, think Lawrence of Arabia or Raiders of the Lost Ark, or I think that's the right one. Kind of those uniforms they wear on the desert there. And you see a shorter gnome-looking guy kind of directing people. They got kind of like a makeshift desert course kind of set up here. There's a few piles of hills of sand buried or up, stacked up around there. More so than what you'd see in a town. Kind of saying, Jenkins, climb that up and down there 3 times as fast as you can. Make sure you support this, and then do your best to shoot use your arrow to aim at that target. You have to hit all 3 shots, or you got to do it again. Do you understand, soldier? And he's kind of the sir, yes sir, climbs up. See him kind of string his bow, lets loose and hits the target dead on. Okay, good. 2 more times. After he's saying that, he's kind of, I see we have company. As he kind of walks towards you guys.
Mitchell will give a salute.
Hmm.
A proper
Salutes
salute.
back. Huh. Not seen you before, soldier. What brings you here?
Not quite soldier. Not this time. What's where? Ex what was our company? Cadus?
No, that's your
brother's company. Yeah,
you were Taurus.
Taurus. There we go. Yeah, we are former members of Taurus Brigade. Hey, retired.
Ingvar's
Retired
men.
now.
How's the crazy kook doing?
He's hanging in there, doing all right. Still challenging people to fights before giving a breakdown. You know how Ingvar is.
Ah, yes.
Still crazy last time we saw him.
Yep.
So, former, so that means you've paid off your debt to society then?
So he'll gesture towards Zendaris and Mablet like they have. I was more of a
He was a lifer.
more of a hired consultant.
I still dig out like the piece of paper. Like, still got pardon. I still have the sheet of paper here.
Yeah,
He only blew his nose on it once.
Yes, they were pardoned. I'm just their old CO.
Ah, so you were the... How do they do hire third outside sources to help lead brigades that aren't morally dubious? So, as he kind of stands there...
They're not that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Had this opened up, where'd I put it? Okay. Well, nice meeting you, gentlemen. My name is Jidbik Baron. I am the legate of Scorpio Brigade. It's an honor to meet someone. Meet you guys. Kind of looks at you. Yeah, I thought you looked familiar. You're the guys that were fended off the zombie assault back at Arcturus, aren't you?
Hell yeah.
Yes, we are perfectly willing to take the credit for that.
The one and only. Well, the group. I can't paraphrase. But so yes, that was us.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So nice to meet some people that did some good for the community. Unlike someone, right, Jenkins, as he misses his shot as he does it. Well, start over.
Eyes in the back of his head, like a good drill instructor.
What's the matter, Colonel Sanders? Chicken?
Guess what?
Hey.
What was it?
Anywho, we're actually here on business. We are looking into the bounty for Gregg and Grogg. So far, no one in town's been a lot of help. Other than the fact that they made quite a commotion some time ago.
Yeah, that systematic attack a month or so ago. Yeah, we were too busy dealing with some of the wildlife from the desert went feral and just started attacking people.
Yeah, I heard
those two
Gregg
were some of the only people that were not the animals that attacked. So they kind of been blamed for it. Part of it.
With a 17 on investigation, and Taurus would look around, trying to see if there just happened to be any orcs standing around in military uniforms trying to look inconspicuous.
Incognito during the entire thing.
You do see one of the people in there that's one of the people training is an orc. But he doesn't seem to be. His helmet's
Damn,
off.
that's
You
the
can clearly
guy.
tell he's an orc. He looks different than the bounty poster, so he's not related.
It's him. It's him. It's got to be him. Major
So-
image. He casts major image on himself.
Blamed, you say?
I don't know. It's like I said. It's the only people we saw doing anything that day that weren't, animals.
As far as attacking people. What about Jinx? I thought the local town hero was helping out with that.
Yeah, he was one of the townsfolk that decided to deal with some of the monsters running amok, is what you'd call him. He's the one that took down one of the biggest ones. Let me see here. I say it was
Decals. Pulling some stuff.
Monster Man.
Bum, bum, bum.
I must have deleted the note. Crap. DM preparedness. Sometimes they are not.
Rolled a fail on that one. Oh well.
That's the right book.
Happens to us all. Don't feel bad.
It is not the right book. That's why I can't find it.
So, keeping things moving along, Victor would ask, do you know where they might have possibly holed up? Like any?
Yeah, he mentions. I just found it. He mentioned he took down a Medusa that would seem to be one of the other things in charge of the assault.
Medusa. That's exotic.
Honey?
Like to have her head in my bag of holding.
You'd petrify all the other ones.
Oh yeah, dude, that'd be awesome.
Victor will cock an eyebrow at that. Like that's actually is impressive. Honestly, I thought the guy was all bluster. I don't know. Shows what you know about people. Um, but yeah, Victor will press in like any ideas where Gregg and Grogg might have holed up
Hmm.
out of the desert.
Yeah, I'm not sure where they would have held up. It's my understanding that someone probably did something to trick them into attacking people that day.
Hmm.
My guess is somewhere south of here, but that's just I don't have the time to devote myself to or anyone from here to doing anything about that because they haven't done anything since, so not highest list on my priority. And plenty of bounty hunters have come looking for him. I figured someone would have caught him by now, but no.
Speaking of which, there was another woman by here asking about like and again giving Alexa's general description. Seems seems like most of the town don't recall meeting her, but she definitely came through here.
Hmm. Yeah, not sure on that. I never saw her. Then again, I'm usually holed up in here most of the time, so I don't go into the city much. I do seem to remember someone talking to a guard about a week ago when I was doing some training here, and then they wandered off, so it could have been her.
Oh, let's start. I won't hold it. I won't hold you. I won't hold you from your drilling too much longer. Otherwise, thanks for the info. I'll try and see. I'll try and see if we can bring these criminals to justice.
Yes, I wish you luck with that, and if you capture them, bring them here. We'll get you your money.
Let's go.
And Victor will kind of hold his hand out for a handshake.
Kind of lifts his hand up to reach yours and gives you a handshake because he is a small creature. So
I imagine it's a firm handshake.
yeah, even for his size, he does give you a pretty firm handshake back. So
yeah,
because you notice a kind of fancy-looking sword on his back.
Ooh. Is it similar to the Victor's brother? His sword?
It's
or,
a scimitar.
All I'm saying is that does it seem like it would be something that might be enchanted, like something masterwork or very fine craftsmanship.
Give
That sort of
me
thing.
to check the craft. You can do a investigation check looking at when you're given the handshake, and Arcana check for the. You can do both.
Alrighty. 6 for the investigation. And 11 for the Arcana.
Yeah, you can tell this thing is giving off some kind of magical glow. Not sure what it does, but it definitely does something magical. And because it's kind of sheathed, and you can only really see the hilt and the handle and guard, you can't really tell how nice of a build it is.
Yeah.
Given that he's the legate, it's probably pretty nice though. Something equivalent to what your brother has.
Makes sense. Alright. Well, that very much goes that. It's getting late, so better get back to town and take a rest.
Rank up.
Very well, gentlemen. If you see Ingvar or his second in command, tell him to get his ass. Tell him to get his ass in motion, get his job done.
We'll do. And Victor would kind of chuckle at that.
As you hear another twang of a bow,
gesture.
and as Jenkins fires another shot, it is missed. Jenkins, you failure of a soldier! Get it right already! 2 more times!
Yeah, Victor will salute as they
You see them, and no one else gets to take a break until he's gotten this right.
How tall are you, Jenkins? 5'6", sir. I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
So glad we're out of the army.
Yeah, I can kind of tell from
And
this guy he's
how?
kind of stick up his ass leader.
Yep.
Jenkins. Every time I hear his name, he shoots an arrow up in the air and lands somewhere randomly and pigs somebody in the head.
And if you want to give me, let's do history. Everyone.
Or slide people. Okay.
9.
My computer.
Get those bad rolls out now.
Come on.
Yep.
Get there soon. My computer's being weird.
18.
Why until I pay through. Pay off. 24. Natural 20 with a 4.
So yeah, Lyric, you gonna do a roll for history?
Bad.
Well, both Mountain Blood and Endaris realize that this is kind of the border town between a country they're not on the best of terms with. The soldiers here have to be good and disciplined to make sure stuff doesn't go bad.
This is Fort. Let's avoid an international incident. Got it.
This is Fort. If it falls, they have a clear shot at the Heartland Fort, so it can't fall.
This is a Fort don't fuck up area.
This is Fort. I live 3,000 feet from a bunch of cultists trained to kill me. kind of attitude, so yay. Actually, I forget what Dragon's Bane is like, so
Time
What
to
was that?
tiptoe slowly out of here.
What'd you say, Victor? I couldn't hear you.
As I Victor, I was just making jokes about alluding to Men of Honor.
Uh,
Kind of. If you ever seen that movie, you know what I'm talking about.
I have
I'm
not.
sure
So.
somebody to. That's a shame. Anywho, but yeah, Victor. I actually can't remember what kind of what dragon maids are like. Whether it's mostly dragon worshippers or something else entirely.
No, Dragon's Bane are a bunch of people that fervently hate dragons.
Ah, there we go. That was it.
And they're not on good terms with the Emperor.
Yeah, the Emperor.
Because he has a friend dragon.
Yeah. Anywho, as they're walking back out the fort back to town,
You also remember he's not on good terms with Braytarth either.
I assume that goes without saying, given that he's a red dragon in charge of a country.
It's part of the reason the him and the Emperor are on at least decent terms, because he wouldn't take a Braytarth, from what you could tell. If it has an opportunity to attack and mess with that kingdom, he would take it in a heartbeat.
Yeah. But as they're walking back out the fort, Victor will pull Lyric to the side and ask her, how would you be up for some mischief tonight, since you've got a full rest?
Shit.
She turns to you and goes, "No," but nods her head the whole time.
Inconspicuously.
No.
Wink, wink.
Well, I guess we shouldn't go poking around the tavern, considering and seeing if a dear friend of ours might be around.
That seems like a terrible idea. Just nodding the whole time.
Clearly awful. We should probably be heading out soon. Yes.
Friends? What are friends?
Brian's.
French fries?
Yeah. So on that note, back to tavern, back to getting the 2 rooms from before.
Yes.
So you're gonna get a
French...
room for the night then for everyone?
Yeah.
Yes.
One or
French
two,
fries
like you
aren't
did last
cooked in
time.
France. They're cooked in Greece.
What was that, GM?
Were you doing one room or two?
Let's do the 1 room this time around.
So one bigger room so you can fit all 4 in there?
Yeah.
Pile up.
And
Lyric doesn't need sleep. She already took a long rest, so she can be out wandering around.
But yeah, basically he has rooms for 2 people or 4 people, so he'll have a room there for the night.
How many beds are there? Just out of curiosity.
4.
For all 4. 4 of them? Okay.
Yeah.
Yours might be a little on the short side, but it's there.
I like
can always
so
just push 2 of them
hangover.
together.
It's fine.
You can always just push 2 of them together since Lyric doesn't need one.
Unless she wants to bunk up, yeah, I'll just push two beds together. That'll be fine.
But yeah, Victor will wait till nightfall and everyone's in the before he starts speaking to the group. So I'm guessing time skip, dead of night sort of thing passes.
Okay, so yeah, what are you gonna talk to the group? It's nightfall. You
Yeah.
hear a bunch of rowdy people coming from downstairs, but kind of drowning out some noise.
So I got the suspicion that Electra has been through town, and people are obviously lying. So I want to wait till people, since Lyric has got a full rest, and I have, of course, my familiar with me.
You're kind of cutting out, Victor.
Sorry. So Vader's just gonna make allude to the fact like people are obviously lying in town, so we need to kind of figure out what may have happened to Electric. He has a sneaking suspicion that everything's gone. Gregg and Grogg, Gregg going missing, and Electra supposedly having passed through, but no things to recall outside the are all connected. I know, not the biggest stretch, but don't have a lot of proof to back it up either. So Victor wants Victor will go over to Lyric and say, "I need someone who's a lot better at stealth than I am. Probably most."
They're just and talking to people too.
Yes, but I don't think talking's gonna necessarily be necessary here. Lyric is a secret mission.
He just wants you to admit she's better, even
Yep.
if it's not applicable.
You better give her all the compliments.
Lyric, with your shoes, with your elfin shoes so quiet, and your
She immediately turns frowny face. I could tell you're being sarcastic, jerk.
Look, do you want to help
Bards.
out? Do you want to help out Electra or not? You might be in trouble.
Yes, of course I'm going to help out Electra.
But you're also gonna rub my face in it too.
Yes.
Well, no, it's just going to be done my way.
Well, fine, do it your way. I'm
Right,
giving you as much as I need. Rub my face in it
lead did you
later.
get? Besides people lying to you, what else did you get?
Well, the fact that the barkeep recalls never seeing her, which I doubt, considering it's the only place people would. It's one of the most public places here. It's one of the first places you go to anything. So clearly he either knows something or there's something. He knows. He either knows something or he's a part of this.
Lyric just immediately looks at.
I just don't know if it's been
at Victor.
threatened.
Do you have any bread? Do you have any bread?
No.
Does anybody have any bread? Pretzel, cracker, something like that?
I'm pretty sure I got some meats still sitting in the bag of holding that I have.
What kind of bird was in the tavern that goes and talks to people?
A crow.
A crow. Crows are carnivorous.
I still got like barbecued meat
In a
from
bar called Corvus.
sessions ago.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure crows eat meat if necessary. She'll look at Mountain Blue and be like, "Can I get a piece of jerky, please?"
I can. Yeah, sure. Here you go. Otherwise, I got
She just looks at
other
Victor.
meat too. So
She just looks at Victor. You were talking to the wrong thing.
Remember, bards need food, water, shelter, and compliments.
Oh, also,
To
Victor,
survive.
Can I borrow the popper?
Yeah, I was actually gonna suggest that. So you pass
Okay.
over
Okay.
pass over Gnarl.
She'll take the piece of jerky. It doesn't matter what kind, just a piece of jerky. It can even be half a ration. She just needs one little small piece.
yep, I just give you like a sliver of it. So here you go, just enough.
All right, perfect. She'll be like, "All right, I guess I'm gonna be all night. You guys get some sleep. I'll be back."
All right.
Me, I'll just be up like reading history and whatnot with the book that I got from the Empire.
And she'll just turn and walk out the door into the big, busy tavern.
Okay. As Lyric walks out, Victor, you hear a familiar voice in your head pop in, saying,
Shit.
"Hey, you guys are back. Did you find that artifact in my dad's temple like I asked you to?" And that
Yes,
is where
indeed.
we're going to end the session for the day.
Oh shit!